by Dallas, make it hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh yeah, and every time I get in the smoke, I feel like Flair. Thank you, Amp. I mean, I love stuff like that. So I feel like the Undertaker rising up through the floor. You know how it goes. I enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Matter of fact, clap my hands. One of these days, I'm gonna fool y'all. I am going to rise up through the floor. It's some kind of way I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna see what this end of it. You see this bottom of this box right here? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Some kind of way I'm gonna be rising up, and it's gonna seem like I'm rising up through the floor. Now it might take a little time because my body don't work like it used to, so it take a little time for me to sit up and all that type of stuff. But y'all understand the effect that I'm trying to give. You understand that? Oh, matter of fact, y'all can't hear me. Now you can. Yeah. Now I got to give it up. I mean, I have to press some buttons, and I forgot I wasn't loud enough. So here I am. So I'm trying to get the full effect of the show. I would draw a hole through the floor and have some type of lift, make me rise up slowly. But I think my wife might kill me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's gonna be on the on the agenda. What's going on, everybody? Welcome once again to the one and the only. This is the Big Time Show that is being seen and heard live right now as we speak. A lot of stuff going on today. A lot of stuff, a lot of football on, a lot of college football on all day, all night tonight. Basketball is on, college basketball. It's just a lot going on. And of course, NFL football on today. Chargers and the they playing. They ain't nobody really, but they winning. Chargers playing now, and then later on, we have the Broncos and the Bengals playing. Just probably about 3:30, about another 30 minutes or so. 45 minutes. So it's just a lot of stuff on today. Football heaven. Just bottom line. And ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to our team, the Dallas Cowboys, we better enjoy it while we can. We better enjoy it while we can, because we only have 2 more weeks. That's it. We only have 2 weeks. That's it. And so enjoy while you can. There will be a time where we will be begging for football. We go through this every year. It's been a bad season, of course, for us. But I'd rather have some type of football than not have any football at all. So we are really, enjoy it while we can. I know it was a rough year for us, no doubt about it. But hey, we only got 2 weeks left. So I'm going to enjoy these last 2 weeks. We all know playoffs is out of the conversation at all. We're not even worried about that part. So we're really just playing for pride, playing for whatever dignity, if you want to use that word, whatever the case may be. I'm going to enjoy these last 2 weeks. It also helps that we're playing 2 of our biggest rivals in the next couple of weeks. So anytime that we get a chance to play the one and only, the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to enjoy and talk a little trash. Because if it's one team that I do not like, I got about 3 of them total. But if it's one team this is one of them that I don't like. And I don't care if we had an 80-year-old Roger Staubach playing a quarterback. I was still gonna say we were gonna beat the Eagles. That's how bad it is with me. So it is what it is. I'm looking forward to the game on tomorrow. Because whether you want to admit it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Cowboys have been playing good football for about the last, even the Cincinnati game, which we, in my view, we gave away. Even with that, we have been playing pretty good football. Football games that are competitive. Got to make a play here and there, and the Cowboys have done it. It's been a complimentary type, last month of football as far as play style goes. Things that we usually don't do, we have been doing, like running the ball consistently, stuff like that. And so it's making these games very competitive. Ever since we got some of our stars on defense back, even though we lost some, obviously the defense have been, I want to call them opportunistic. They're not, stopping teams, and all that. They've been better against the run. The turnovers have started coming again. Michael Parsons is playing out of his mind. Guys are making plays on the ball. There's been some picks, and the defense has played. They played pretty well, enough to win. That's for sure. So I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. Now, I don't know what group you're in. I don't know what. As far as your personal friends on Facebook or whatever, Instagram or whatever you got. But the Philly fans are already making excuses, which I just can't stand. I mean, it is what it is. They're already talking about, well, they can't get the number 1 seed. So they are really trying to get a bye week, even though they're not getting a bye week. So in other words, what they're trying to do is rest their players a whole week before they have to play their playoff game. And they need it because they have injuries too. They haven't been hit like us as far as injuries go, but they need the rest to particularly their quarterback, of course, Jalen Hurts, who will not play tomorrow. He will not play tomorrow. So Kenny Pickett is the starting guy tomorrow. And I don't care nothing about the way they talking about, oh, y'all, we don't even care if y'all win. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We're not even saying that our starting quarterback is not playing. So I don't know. We got backup against a backup. So be it. However, they do have some things to play for. Individual wise, Saquon is close to the record, single season running. So I think he's gonna play, just all depending on how it's going for him. And he may take an early exit. There was somebody that needs to sit down, and maybe that's next week. Maybe next week they do have a game. I think that their bye week will be next week, when most of their guys will sit down. But they're gonna play tomorrow, with the exception of Hurts. And so you still have, even though Hurts is not playing, you still have Barkley, still got AJ, still got Devontae Smith. I mean, you still got their defense, who's been real good this year. They're all playing, so it's no excuses. It's no excuses, especially talking to us when we done lost so many people this year. And so many people not playing, and by now all of you know that CeeDee will not be playing. Matter of fact, he's shut down for the rest of the year, rightfully so, and I'll get into that in just a second. Let me speak to everybody first before I get too out there. I know I usually do that a little earlier, but let me speak to you guys. Let me see who's here. Miss Ty, hello. Greg, hi. Kid Cowboy, what's going on? Lee Harrison, yes, sir. The lead, yes, sir. Demetrius, how you doing, sir? Terry, what's going on? Vontae Dixon, they're the first Eagle fan. Here they come. Here they come. Here come the Eagle fans. Okay. Fly, Eagles, fly. All right. Talib, yeah, okay. Shane, how you doing, sir? Demetrius, I don't think I spoke to you. And who is this? Alakin Corcasmaz. I don't know you, but thank you for popping in. Okay, the Philly fans are in here. Here come my brother Drew. He got his wings already out flying. Here come the birds. Here they come. Drew, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see you. I expect Eagle fans to come in. They've been waiting and all that type of stuff. It's just gonna be interesting tomorrow to see the X's and O's. I can sum this up real quick. Don't have to go through it all. This is easy for me. They both have the same game plan. Both of them. Become another Eagle fan. I don't even know. He got my last name. I hope we ain't related, Terry Brooks. Terry Brooks, my name is Douglas Brooks. I'm big time now, but my name is Douglas Brooks. I pray to God that we not related, Terry. Matter of fact, y'all, Terry, I don't know. Where you from, Terry? Let me know where you from. I already see your team affiliation. Fly, Eagles, fly. See, if you're an Eagle fan and we related in some kind of way, look, if Terry, if we relate, we're going to have a family meeting. We're going to see if we can get you kicked out the family. How about that? Because ain't no Philadelphia Eagle fans in the Brooks family. I'm going to tell you that right now. And they ain't all Cowboy fans. But one thing we are not. We are not Eagle fans. You say from West Philly. I ain't got no people in West Philly, so we may just got the same name. But for today, Terry, you my cousin from now on. I like you, Terry. You're Brooks. That name means something. It could be a long lost cousin. Welcome to the show, Terry. The Eagles fans are in the house. Terry, if you don't mind, Cuzzo, I'm gonna call you Cuzzo from now. You my long distance cousin. I just adopted you. If we're not family anyway. I mean, really, y'all, we got to check on this stuff because I'm serious, man. You know, if you got somebody the last name they're on the other side of where you from, where you stay from, you might need to check them out. They might be. I don't know. He my cousin today, so I'm gonna treat Terry right. There you go, Terry. Oh my God. Oh, see, I like Terry already. Y'all now see, some of y'all just caught what he just said. Boy, I feel like what? Made me want to preach now. Stop. Y'all know I'm preaching now. Terry just boy, I felt that. Yeah, here come another Brooks. Memphis cornerback for life, right? Now, Raymond, we in Memphis. You understand? You just might be my cousin for real. I'm in Memphis. What part of Memphis you in, Raymond? Y'all forgive us. We're in a family meeting right now. Y'all just hold on. I'm gonna get to the game. I'm talking to my cousins Terry and Raymond. And Brooks family talking. What part of Memphis you from, Raymond? Talk to me. We may need to check, but look, I want to see if y'all felt that what Terry said earlier. Watch this right here. Watch this. Look at the screen. Look at that. Ooh-wee. Boy. Boy, I felt that one in my soul. y'all don't understand. Some of y'all felt that. I'm telling you now. You right, Terry. I like Terry. Terry, you need to hang with me, even though you're an Eagle fan. You don't like the Cowboys, but you stay with me. Matter of fact, go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. I need you with me because you seem like you just like my brother Drew, your Philadelphia Eagle brother there that's in the chat. You know, I don't like Philadelphia, just like y'all don't like the Cowboys. Listen to me. But Drew one of them ones. You see what I'm saying? I can deal with him. Terry, I already can deal with you. You're Brooks, so I understand that. Raymond, you from South Memphis, so am I. So it's getting better and better as we talk. Yeah, there you go, Terry. See Terry, see man, look here. See, boy, y'all don't understand what he. Some of y'all understand. He said we from the same tribe. Woo, Lord have mercy. Okay, let me get to it, Terry, because you finna turn this into another whole different conversation. No, I ain't finna bite. I ain't gonna bite it no more. All right, back to what I was saying. The X's and O's. See Drew there. Hey Terry, look at that guy there, Drew. He's a Eagle fan, diehard just like you are. I can deal with him. I like him because he talk with sense. See what I'm saying? I can deal with him. I like him. Raymond, you say live and in Vegas. You in Vegas right now? One of my other homes. It's Las Vegas, Nevada. One of my favorite spots. Guaranteed. Love it there. Love it there. All right. X and O, because y'all didn't come to talk about no family business. Here we go. Both teams have the same game plan. That's what's going to make it interesting. So the game is not going to really fall in the hands of Kenny Pickett and Cooper Rush. Both of them will have to make some plays, but they don't need to be making every play. Both teams, I assume, would love to run the football. Okay. Saquon obviously is going for a NFL record for most yards, rushing in a season. Of course he's gonna get the ball. So we already know that's how it's gonna be. The Cowboys should. Yeah, Drew. Yeah, I used to juke Drew and my body would work, but now if I try to juke now, all these bones cracking. All these bones cracking and ligaments being stretched and all that type of stuff. I can't do all that. But Rico and Saquon, it should be the battle up front this game, both sides. Defensive line for both teams against the offensive line. Philly has the best offensive line in the game. Can't deny it. It is what it is. And depending on where, if they're going to rest these guys early, I expect Philly to be there because they're really trying, or they really want Saquon to break that record. Obviously, if y'all haven't seen it, Saquon and Jalen Hurts bought the offensive line and tight ends, big go-karts. I don't know, some of you Eagle fans in here, you saw it. I saw it myself. Nice little gesture by, it was giving an appreciation for the year that they've had. So, that's just something to bond them together even more, and motivation, of course, to try to get that record. So I would assume that Philly's offensive line will be, at full strength. Our defensive line will be at full strength, as best as it can be, put it that way. And we're just going to see who's going to move another man against his own will for 4 quarters. That's what it's going to be about. That's at least what I think it's going to be about. Now, McCarthy, on the other hand, so I'm expecting to see, boxes. Look, Kenny Pickett is just going to have to beat me. I understand AJ out there. I understand Devontae is on the other side. I get it. But Kenny Pickett just got to beat me. I'm sorry. I'm not letting Saquon Barkley go off. You won't break no record, or you won't get, if you got to play next week and all you need is about 60 to 70 yards. No. Terry say Saquon good for 180. I don't think so, Terry. Our defense been playing pretty good. They were the defense, against the run lately. I don't think so. I really don't. I'm going to put it this way. You can't contain them, but for only so long. So Terry, I would say that he's going to get the ball a whole lot tomorrow. But you got to be careful, because some going to have to kick in. Like, we need this guy for us to even have a chance in the playoffs. That's the battle that y'all got. I know y'all want to have a record, and when you're getting this close, then you might as well go for it. I get it. I would go for it too. But if you're talking about playoffs and Super Bowl aspirations, you might want to kind of hold up. The league asked the question. No, Drew. But you obviously haven't watched them play in the last month. They haven't had. They've been solid this last month against the run. But I will say this, because Talib asks a very nice question, and I'm about to look it up. He said, "What did Saquon have against us the first time?" And I'm about to look that up now. Y'all beat us 34-6 in Dallas. And Saquon had 14 carries for 66 yards. No touchdowns. At that particular time, that could be kind of misguided, y'all, because the Eagles, beat us up pretty easily, and there wasn't no need for a lot of carries. See what I'm saying? That's the way you have to look at it. When we go back, let me see. Saquon had 14 carries for 66 yards, his average was 4.7 yards a carry, which of course is extremely good. It just wasn't no knee. I mean, we couldn't do nothing. So let me see the other backs. Jalen, of course, ran for 7 carries for 56 yards. It says Will Shipley at the time had 9 carries for 34 yards. Gainwell had 7 carries for 30 yards. So when you see that many people carrying the football, then you see what I'm saying? The really one, not really, Terry. Jalen was 14 for 20 for 202 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, those are good stats. I don't want to knock him down for what he did. But it wasn't like he was gunning the ball. Y'all really didn't have nothing. AJ had a huge game against us. AJ had 5 receptions for 109 yards. Devontae Smith only had 2 catches for 14 yards. And after AJ, the highest reception total was him and Dallas Goedert with 2 receptions apiece. So if you would ask me, I believe y'all defense definitely got off. That's what it was. I'm looking now. Y'all had Y'all had 3 sacks that game. Y'all had 1 interception. Y'all had 2 forced fumbles. I don't know if they resulted into a turnover. Excuse me, 3 forced fumbles. I don't know how many. I don't know if those were actual turnovers. Let's see. I don't see that. Yeah, that's what it was. That's right. We had 5 turnovers that game. We had 5 turnovers. So, if you got 5 turnovers in the game, I mean, you ain't gonna win that anyway. That's easy to see. So it really wasn't a offensive juggernaut type game. It was just, probably, I wish we could pull up the game and see where we fumbled the ball at and all that, and where we get the interception at. If it was a short field, you can't get a whole lot of yards when all you need is 10 yards to get a touchdown because Cowboys turned it over. Just 10 yards. That's all you need. So, obviously it was not a game. They beat our brains out. It is what it is. But here's the thing. Even though 14 carries for 66 yards for Saquon that game, I wouldn't think that I think that they locked in on him. I believe that. I believe they locked in on him and he couldn't get loose, even though, like I said, for 4.7 is almost 5 yards a carry. You'll take that any day of the week. So I don't know if Saquon gonna go off. Somebody said earlier in the chat that he's gonna get 180 yards. I can't see that. I can't see that. Let me say hello to everybody. I'm sorry I didn't say it earlier. Hello to everybody on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. That's where the show is. It's everywhere right now. So I appreciate you guys popping up on me today so far. Hope you guys will possibly share this. How about that? That would be nice. That would be nice. You would do that. Let me see this stuff here. Hey to everybody on Instagram. How y'all doing? Okay. Let me get back to this. Okay. All right. So it's the same game plan. All right. Yeah, Drew. But Michael can bag his up. I personally like the attitude. I like anything because nobody else don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I need some dogs that ain't scared to go to work. I personally like that. It is what it is. Without the bulletin board material, the Cowboys and the Eagles don't like each other anyway. See what I'm saying? Michael saying something don't mean nothing else. They don't like each other anyway. So I don't mind. If he didn't say it to the press, he was gonna say it on the field. So just like Philly gonna say something too. Y'all offensive line, Lane Johnson and those guys, they've been cussing each other out for years. It ain't nothing new. AJ talk much trash. So, you know, he just ain't said it to the press so far. But AJ get on the field talk much trash, so I ain't worried about him. It is what it is. Oh, of course, on the field they're going for each other's throat. But I mean, it's no secret that, like Mitch just said, the Mike and Saquon are, real buddies. It is what it is. But make no mistake about it, Michael Park gonna try to knock his head off. It just Saquon gonna try to embarrass him, put him on ESPN. There's a highlight reel. I mean, so it is. Look, Saquon is going for something, man, that's special. I don't even want to try to take nothing away from Saquon Barkley. What he has done this year, it's a shame that he's not being recognized more as an MVP candidate. He should be. And all they want to do is throw out these quarterback names, and they're deserving. But I'm gonna be honest with you, everybody's kind of locking it in on Lamar Jackson and Buffalo's quarterback. My mind ain't working. What's that boy name? Yeah, what's the boy name for Buffalo? Jesus. My brain ain't working. Y'all know who he is. Anyway. Josh Allen, I'm sorry. Josh Allen and that, but it should be 3. And Saquon deserves to be there. You can't have a man rush for 2,000 yards and the only 2 names that you hear are Lamar and Josh Allen. It's just mind-boggling to me. So Saquon is doing things that is special, even if he don't get the record. If he gets 2,000 yards, I mean that's come on, man. Man, come on. So the kid is super special this year. He is. First time he really been healthy all year so far. He usually gets hurt. So obviously this is his best year. And look here, Cowboys. Listen to me. Listen to me. See, this the part you ain't gonna like now. Who is his offensive coordinator? It's Kellen Moore. So we can't say that Kellen Moore won't run the ball. We can't say that. Can't say that, no. We can't say that. And of course, I'm talking about Kellen Moore should be. I ain't say he should get the job, but in the case of Mike McCarthy, if he leaves, Kellen Moore should be in the consideration for the head coaching job of the Dallas Cowboys. I don't care what y'all say. His resume is starting to look a little bit too good now for us to keep saying he's this and he's that. I have a problem with his situational play call. But make no mistake about it, his offenses has been top 3 wherever he been, except the year with the Chargers. And the only reason why that wasn't, I ain't gonna say it should have been top 3, but remember, Herbert was hurt. Austin Eckler was hurt. Keenan Allen was hurt. All of those guys. Now to lead, Cowboys offenses were always top 2 or top 3. Really, and multiple times number 1 offense under his leadership. We just didn't win the big games, but offensively, Kellen Moore's offense was always number 1, number 2. Always. Dak always had 4,000 yards. Dak always had 30 touchdowns. The offense was always scoring about 30 points a game. I'm just saying. We just had a problem with him in the red zone, and he want to get cute all the time instead of just pounding the ball or running the ball in situations, lining up a shotgun from the 2 or 3 yard line on first down, stuff like that. That's what we had a problem with him. But don't make no mistake. Let's not forget. Kellen Moore had the offense humming. All them great years with Cooper and Gallup when he was healthy, a rookie CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, Zeke, even though he didn't really run the ball, not nowhere near like he's doing now. But I'm just trying to point out that is the offensive coordinator. And if I'm not mistaken, y'all Philadelphia Eagle fans in here, where's Philadelphia in offensive stats? Do y'all have the number? I mean, y'all got to be top 5. Got to be. In offense. Got to be. Philly fans, y'all in here, if Cowboy fans, where is Philly's offense at right now as we speak? Got to be top 5. Got to be. So more is getting the job done. You can't. It's kind of hard for us to go at them, with any type of whatever you say negative about them. It's gonna be way under the positives that you have to give them. Now, offense is just too good. As long as his players are there, as long as his players are healthy, this is what he does. And whatever the uniform is, he did it in Dallas. He did it in doing it this year for the Giants. Just like I said, kind of hard to judge him about the Chargers because they weren't there. Yeah, he did. Yeah, and the sad part about Talib is, Talib's comment is very true. The sad part about it is, Kellen Moore had a Zeke Elliott and Tony Pollard. Now Zeke was banged up with that knee, but he was trying to play. But I'm saying we were begging him to get a ball to Pollard. He wouldn't do it. Not enough. You look up and Pollard have high, you average somewhere between 14 and 17 carries a game. It's not good enough. Zeke will have maybe 5 or 6. That's not good enough. But you didn't have to teach him nothing about Saquon Barkley this year. He's giving it to him. So can't say he don't run the ball. He does. And so we got to get that to him. Just keep that in mind. And AJ, if I'm not mistaken, AJ is over 1,000 yards. Probably the only reason why Devontae is not over 1,000 because he was hurt a whole lot this year. But make no mistake, Drew, where are y'all at in offense? You say if Dallas gets new coordinators, they will take a major step back next year. Yeah, you've been listening to my show, but or you just one of those guys that know football. I've already kind of said that, Drew. I don't want an outside offensive coordinator. If it is an outsider coming in, I really want it to be Kellen Moore. And the only reason why I said that, not that he's my choice for offensive, head coach, but I wouldn't be mad. And the only reason why I wouldn't be mad because there's not much turnover from the offense of McCarthy to Kellen Moore. It's practically the same offense. There ain't gonna be too much new language they got to learn. Plus, for some of them, it's an offense they already familiar with. If Kellen Moore comes in with Dak will be very happy. He knows the offense already. Just got to do a few little tweaks there with language. That's it. There's a few little tweaks here and there, but it's the same offense. I don't want Dak and everybody have to learn another whole offense. Kind of like the way the defense had to learn Zimmer stuff, and they just now getting it. Now I understand that we've had injuries and you got practice squad guys playing and all that type of stuff. I get it. But you don't want to come into training camp. Everybody kind of, they still learning it. I don't want to hear that. That's why I want Zimmer back. Just build off what you're doing now. Come back in. Guys already somewhat know what to do. Bring the other guys up. But everybody got to learn another whole new offense and a defense. Then we got problems. I got you, Drew. So Philly is top 6 in total offense. See what I'm saying? This Kellen Moore. Hello. I can't stress it. If you give him some players, he gonna rack some things up. I'm serious. He's gonna do some things with that offense, and it's going to be. I don't know, Joe, because if that be the case, you can say the same thing about Dallas then, because our offense was number one in the league when Kellen Moore was there, and they were scoring dang near 30 points a game. They led the league in scoring. So, at some point we gotta start flipping the script and give proper credit to where it's due. Yeah, it makes a difference when you got Pro Bowl and All Pro players everywhere. I give you that, but you still got to have a coach to kind of steer the ship. You get an offensive coordinator don't know what he's doing. You can have the greatest All Pro at every position. It ain't gonna look right. So I'm one that's gonna give Kellen more credit. If I was to have, as Drew said, with this comment here, we getting new coordinators. That'll be a major step back, and I believe there's some real truth to that. You don't feel like starting over again. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to do that. That's offensively. Drew comes back with a defense. The way Michael Parsons has been playing the last month, ever since he got back from injury, I'm at to the point, man, that say that it make no difference what defense you put Micah in, he gonna shine anyway. 4-3, 3-4. I mean, Michael Parsons has come back in this last month and have caught up with all the leaders. This man, I believe he got 10 sacks. I believe he does. Majority of them came in this last month. So we can't, I'm convinced of that. But I understand what you're saying, the scheme. Micah is good enough. I don't know how great he really is in coverage, passing back, dropping back sometimes. I know he can do it, but you don't want him dropping back as an outside linebacker in a 3-4. His strength, of course, is trying to get to the quarterback. So I get what you're saying, but I just don't know. Let me look at Michael Parsons. Does this man got 10 or 11 sacks? That's what I need to know. Because if he got 11 sacks, man, this dude done went crazy since he been back now. It ain't even no question about that. That ain't what I want to see. I just want to see where he is. I just want to see where he is right now. Y'all forgive me. Because he's done a lot of damage, and they ain't counting the pressures, which I know he done caught up to everybody. Just in this limited time. He has 9.5 sacks. That's what I'm looking for. 9.5. That's amazing. Considering that he just come back. I mean, he's done a lot of damage since he's come back. And Drew says he done shine against the run. That's because he's too small. You get 330-pound men coming up against a guy that's 258, 260. Yeah, you're going to get swallowed up real quick. But there's a place for it. They've lined them up. Zimmer's lined them up everywhere. Zimmer has lined them up everywhere, but he's most effective, obviously, when he puts his hand in the ground and go get it. So I agree with you. I just don't want it to be Mike Vrabel, even though I would love him as a coach. And then I say, okay, Coach Vrabel, who's your offensive coordinator? Well, it ain't gonna be Kellen Moore. It ain't gonna be Mike McCarthy. So we got another whole new coordinator. That's another whole system. If you bring in Mike Vrabel, that means obviously Zimmer will be gone. So now I got to ask Mike Vrabel, okay, well, who's your defensive coordinator? And Vrabel may say, well, I'll do both. Okay. Even if that is the case, there's still another whole new system that's got to be learned. So that ain't kind of what I'm looking for. I'm serious. It's not. That ain't what I want. That's not what I want. A lot of people want everybody gone and all that, but we got to go past that and start thinking about the repercussions of it. You do that, they need to start FedEx and playbooks immediately. Over the summer, try to get a head start on this thing because everybody got to learn offense. I don't like that. I ain't saying they can't. I'm just saying learning new offenses and all the stuff that go with it. That's a lot. And training camp, it give you a good start, but remember those guys are limited in practices as far as how many practices they can have in training camp. So when you're doing a whole new install on both sides, you really have to get some time on the field. And film work will help, but the guys need to be on the field making mistakes, making close to good plays, whatever. You got to do that. And you ain't going to see a lot of that until week 1 because remember in preseason, you're playing very vanilla. See what I'm saying? So I don't want total change. I don't. Guys will catch on, but remember, they just not saying the defense finally catching on to what Mike Zimmer is trying to implement. Good Lord, it done took 12, 13 weeks. I mean, come on now. I ain't got time for that. Unless you give me somebody like a Rex Ryan who plays a 46 defense. He plays them all, but he primarily come from 46 defense. I would love, if you're gonna play a different defense, at least be aggressive. I see Rex Ryan's defense, guys like him are gonna be aggressive because he blitzing everybody. See, they ain't got rush that gap right there. Go hard as you can, fast as you can. Bam, ready, break, bam. Just saying. So it's just gonna be interesting. Now let's talk about this game tomorrow. Y'all put y'all score in. I think I don't make predictions, y'all know. I think the Cowboys are gonna beat Philadelphia tomorrow. A lot of people. I thought somebody said that the money is on the Cowboys. The line was 9 points with Philly. And then it dropped once the news came out that Jalen Hurts wasn't playing. It dropped. But then when CeeDee news came out saying he was not playing, it went back up to 9. So the Eagles are a 9-point favorite. So the money ain't on Dallas. So the Cowboys come in playing again, fancy free, loose, no pressure, just play football. Philly has something to play for. Everybody put your score down. Let me see what y'all saying. Okay, as soon as I said they go to lead. He said we pull it out 2017. Y'all put your score in. Let me see what y'all thinking. Because one thing you can't deny, they've been playing better. They playing well, actually. They got a nice little rhythm going. They still give up points, but they're scoring points too. And your quarterback, Cooper Rush, has played well. Again, he don't supposed to be having Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson type numbers. That ain't him. His job is just to keep the ship above the water. And every now and then make a big play, which he has done. And whatever you do, try your best to keep from turning the ball over, which pretty much he has. Point spread went down to 7, Joe said. So it's down to 7 now. It's a touchdown lead, which is kind of a blowout. Shane said the Cowboys 21, the Eagles 13. Better enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. Joe said 35-21. Oh, that's a lot of points, Joe. Philadelphia's defense, at least the last time I heard, was playing. Got a pretty good defense. There's some guys that are out, though. 35-21, Joe says. It's a lot of points, Joe. It's a lot of points. I don't think Kenny Pickett is going to play too hot. But Greg says Eagles 23, Cowboys 16. I think his plan is get the ball out quick. Keep the pass rush from really getting to you. Pickett can run, though. You know, he's not Jalen Hurts, but he can run. And he's not scared to run either. So we got to touch him. That's just the bottom line. You got to touch him. Hit him. You got a chance. Put that hat on him. And let him know, hey, you better think before you take off, son. Because, look, we ain't got nothing to lose. We ain't making no playoffs. We just out here playing. We got 2 more games to go. And we got to wait all the way into September of next year before we start playing again. Yeah, we finna have some fun out here. See? So, just touch Pickett. Touch him. You know, touch him. Rough him up. If you can contain Barkley, touch Pickett. Touch him. And lay that hat on him. Don't lay hands on him. Lay that hat on him. Put that hat dead in the middle of his back. In his chest. Just light him up. Joe says, I trust our defense getting 14 points on turnovers. Woo. They have been getting their hand on the ball lately. I will say that. They have. So it's going to be interesting tomorrow. I think they changed the time on the game. I think we got the 12 o'clock game now. So tune in early. We gotta get it going tonight. Let me say this about CeeDee. I saw a lot of the fan base being low down, saying, why are you sitting out? Why are you sitting out? Why are you sitting out? The truth of the matter is that he shouldn't have been playing in the first place. So that's the part everybody keep forgetting. Jerry in his interview let the words pop out. It's called a separation. That's what he said. Jerry kind of let it out the bag yesterday. He said separation, and he's trying to prevent it from getting worse so that it wouldn't require surgery. He really shouldn't have been out there. All they did was probably put down. I don't even think he got a shoulder harness on. It's obvious that they shot him up real good, try to numb the pain, try to keep him there. But when you falling on virtual concrete, colored concrete, the little turf part is there, it ain't no cushion. And so when he falls and lands down there, it's not helping at all. And it's progressively, obviously, was getting worse to the point that they say, man, look, if you fall down probably 1 or 2 more times, you will be having surgery, and God only knows how long that's going to take. So the good news is, obviously from what they said, is that time can heal this thing. It will not require any type of surgery or anything like that. That's the kind of news you want to hear. So you really don't want him playing. You don't want CeeDee playing. There's nothing else to play for. He got triple digits. As far as reception goes, he's got over 1,000 yards again. He's done it. He should be a Pro Bowler this year and a borderline All-Pro. And the reason why you know he a bad boy is because he's done this with a backup quarterback. His numbers went down from last year, but still to get over 100 catches when everybody is keying on you and they know you about to get the ball. And he still get 100 catches, over 100 catches, still get over 1,000 yards. That lets you know that this dude is the truth. So you want to do it. And yes, we paid him early, and I think he earned every dime of it. That's what I feel like. I feel like he's earned every dime. I believe it. I believe that he earned every single dime of the $35 million he got. He has been a warrior this year. And I know he should be a Pro Bowler, but Talib said all pro this year, I think. I don't think he's gonna get it, but he should be a different consideration. There's only two teams, the first team and the second team. I don't think he's gonna get it this year, but he deserves it. He's been a warrior this year. But the fan base, y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Part of it is because some of y'all got him on y'all fantasy football team. If you still playing, that means you probably in the championship game or you're in the semifinals or whatever the case may be. And him not being there, of course, with his 100-yard games and 8 or 9, 7 to 9 catches a game, you mad. CeeDee Lamb don't give a crap about your fantasy football team, and the Cowboys don't either. This man trying to make sure that his shoulder stays attached to his body without somebody putting a screw in it and making sure it stay there. Now you got to worry about him being ready for training camp. Please, this is not even a discussion. Sit him down. Thank you, CeeDee. You proved how much of a hero you are. You proved how much of a warrior you are. You ain't got nothing else to prove. Sit down. Sit down. Don't do whatever it is they telling you to do. If they're telling you put a whole bunch of ice on it, get the ice ready. Just do what you got to do so you can be back at the beginning of training camp next year so we can go ahead and roll. If they say it ain't going to require surgery, thank God. Thank God. Don't sit down somewhere. So I'm not mad at all. You shouldn't have been playing in the first place. You get to a point where it's almost kind of like the shoulders like this, then every week go by, you just start doing this, start separating more and more. And a simple tweak turns into a tear. Then a tear turns into a break, and then a break turns into you're going to be gone for 7-8 months. No. Great move by the Cowboys. Great move. Sit them down. A lot of y'all just, I don't know what world some of these folks come from. I just don't know. I just don't know. Lastly, I know y'all ain't gonna like it. I know you're not. I know y'all not. I mean, I already know. But Mike McCarthy is going to be your head coach next year. For some of the reasons that I said earlier. But if you just listen to Jerry and Steven talk for the last 2 to 3 weeks, it's obvious to me that he's going to be our head coach. They and maybe it's as simple as Jerry may have had an idea earlier. We'll never know because he'll never admit it. But maybe Jerry did have his eyes on Belichick. But when Belichick went to North Carolina, that was it. You're not going to get a Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson wants things done his way. So you weren't gonna get that. Vrabel's a good coach, good leader of men, but as I said before, what was going to who guys like that coming? I gotta see the rest of your staff. Deion Sanders. I told y'all when everybody was talking about Deion coming, Deion may get that phone call, and Deion maybe just be playing chess with the Dallas Cowboys and whoever else. Because see, what everybody kind of got to remember is in the city of Boulder, Colorado, and in the state of Colorado, Deion Sanders is like a god to them. And they will move heaven and earth and give Deion whatever he asks for in the state of Colorado, because they don't want to lose him. He's been, forget the football field, the economy that he has brought to that university and to that state, just because he's there, they're not going to let him go. They're not. He will get paid. I wouldn't be surprised. Matter of fact, if you listen to Deion, I believe it was last week, he was with Rich Eisen on the Rich Eisen show. If you haven't heard it, go check out that show. But Deion said that because Rich kind of led to it, because the rumors is that the Raiders are probably going to get Shedeur Sanders with probably the number 2 pick. And he, of course, tried to tie it in with Deion maybe leaving and go to the Raiders, the coach's son. And Deion kind of said, the AD, trying to work something out now. So you already know what that means. Trying to work something out, but you're gonna pay him what he wants. And so Deion, let me tell you, Deion may be coming into college football next year as the highest paid coach in the country next year. College coach. Whatever the NFL was gonna offer him, he'll carry that back to Colorado and say, hey, this is what they're offering me. I may not get that much from y'all, but can you, let's just say, for instance, the NFL is offering me $16 million. Y'all may not can give me 16, 17 million, but you can at least give me 14. And they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it for him. He's bringing 5-star players there. He's destroying the transfer portal. He's getting real good, real quick. And next year, man, look, his man, he means too much to Colorado. I see what you're saying, Talib, and you're absolutely right. The Cowboys is he's making Colorado a brand, but the Cowboys were a brand before Deion even played with us. So the brand of the Cowboys is obviously greater than Colorado's. And that would be a marketing thing. I get it. But I think Deion, to be honest with you, if he was to go pro, he would want to play with his son. And then there's a good chance. Now keep this in mind, y'all. You're right, James. Keep this in mind now. Everybody focusing in on Shedeur. But Shiloh is going to go pro too. And the Raiders are, the Raiders are being led by 2 people. Mr. Davis, Mark Davis, and the other one is Tom Brady, who is a part owner of the Raiders. But what some of y'all don't forget is that Shedeur was the first athlete that is being paid on Tom Brady's label. Y'all remember that? You also remember that Shedeur trains or has trained with Tom Brady. Okay? What if Shiloh, who might fall, I don't know what his projection is. Somebody look that up for me real quick. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop telling y'all, dude. I just don't want to take my eye off the camera, but I'm gonna do that now. So I can just go on Sanders draft projection. See, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all if Shiloh goes with the Raiders too. $2,000. Well, give me $2,000. I'm looking it up, but y'all forgive me for doing this. Let's see where they got Shiloh at. See, it wouldn't be surprised. They got him projected in the 7th round. Now, you know good and well, if you want to bait Deion to come to the NFL, have both of his sons on the same team, which is what it's always have been. You have both of them there, and I guarantee you that's all Deion will want to do. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't this year you need to be looking at. To leave, I ain't even arguing with you. I mean, we all know what it means. Cowboys on TV now every week with a losing record. You wanna look, listen, and see when it comes to the coaching thing. I'm gonna say this again. The scouting combine is coming up. Okay, that'll be a couple weeks after the Super Bowl. Then you got these seniors playing in the East-West Shrine game and the Senior Bowl and all that. Your coaching staff need to be in place already for both of them. So it wouldn't be all Joe. The coaching staff need to be in place. There was a guy. That's right, Joe. You're not on the Big Time Show patrons list. I put a video there. A guy from Miami came out and said, in the case of the Giants, he said Deion has already kind of put it out there that Shador will not play for the New York Giants. That's because the Raiders are probably going to have the number 2 pick. If you saw that video early when Shiloh, Deion, I didn't see Shador, but it was Shiloh, and they was looking at the stadium. He said, oh, man, this is a nice spot here. Deion was saying that about Vegas and the stadium there, where the Raiders at. So the love affair is there. Then, of course, they love Brady. So it is what it is. But he also said that they're not playing with the Giants. So the Giants, and he put his whole, I had to show y'all that video. He said that Cam Ward would be the number 1 pick. Cam Ward would be the number 1 pick for the Giants. Not that he's better than Shador. It's just that Deion is gonna be at the background, making sure everything is right for his son. Deion will turn him over to Brady. It is what it is. See what I'm saying? And if you get Shiloh there, who's projected, I just looked it up. They got him projected to go in the 7th round. Now, I don't know if they're going to give up on their first round pick, Shane. I can't see it. And Deion will raise hell. Like Archie Manning did Eli. The same way that he did Eli, because the Chargers was right there, and he said he ain't playing in San Diego. He'll play in New York. what the almighty Manning did. So Deion is gonna take a page from that. You know, it is what it is, and they might make the Raiders pay. See, I would make the Raiders pay. I would have the Raiders thinking I want them, and I would make the Raiders trade up just that one spot to get them. I would. I just wouldn't just say I'm gonna draft Cam Ward to be over with. I would have the Raiders thinking that I'm gonna draft Shador and make them get on their phone and trade away some stuff, and then you can have this number one pick. We'll just swap spots. We'll go to number 2, and we're gonna take your 5th, and we're gonna take your 2nd from next year, or whatever the case may be. And you can have this number 1 spot. He said right now the Raiders have the 6th pick. How many games the Raiders won? I know New England won 3 games. But I don't think they're going to give up on Shane. I don't think they're going to give up on Tennessee, Levis, and then the Patriots are not going to give up on Drake May either. Matter of fact, if the Patriots, I believe, where's Jacksonville? How many games Jacksonville won? So you know a quarterback is not going to Jacksonville. That might be with Travis or New England. I just can't see that. I don't see them Tennessee getting another quarterback. Tennessee might be a spot for Travis Hunter as well. But the 6th pick, I don't see Shador going there for the Raiders. May have to do some wheeling and dealing and go up just to make sure. Just to make sure. But please understand, the same way Deion told teams he wasn't going to play for them is the same way he doing his son. There you go. Jacksonville had the 3rd pick, so Jacksonville will probably be where Travis Hunter goes. No doubt about it. That is a good spot for him. Tahunga, I hope I pronounce your name right. That's not gonna happen. I appreciate your comment, but you know that's not gonna happen. Okay, Shane says that here in Tennessee is done with Levis. Well, if that is the case, then they will need another quarterback. And that might be the spot where they're saying, look, we're going to draft Shador Sanders. And if Deion don't want him to play there, somebody going to have to pay us a hefty price to get his rights. That's all that means. See, Deion don't run the NFL now. See, I love him. One of my all-time favorite players. But this ain't Colorado. You understand? Where his word is it. No. If I were Tennessee, I would draft them. And, to tell the teams to low down or whatever, they ain't going to just give, trade immediately and get his rights. But for making us wait, because, see, I still need a quarterback. I'm going to make you pay us a hefty price, whoever want them. Whether that's the Raiders or not, you're going to pay me a whole lot to get them. I don't think Deion would want Shador in Tennessee. I just don't think that satisfies him. No. Yeah, in the case of if what I'm saying is true, I'm gonna put that video out on the Big Time Show Facebook. I'm gonna post that so y'all can see it for yourselves. This guy, forgive me for not remembering his name, but he's one of those guys that got a lot of contacts with GMs and all that type of stuff, and he's already put out there saying Deion has already been on the phone talking to NFL teams already. We don't know the content, but I'm quite sure since they're calling him, I'm quite sure Deion is telling them, look, they don't even call because he ain't coming. You don't want to play that. And some guys can do that. Everybody can't do that. Some guys can do that. Deion Sanders is one of those guys, and Shador is good enough with a talent level. He can kind of dictate something. So, exactly, Verdi. I don't think so either. It's just going to be kind of interesting to see how this thing kind of falls out. If it's what he's saying and Cam Ward goes number one, then things will really get a little interesting. I mean, we knew that the Giants are going to get a quarterback, but nobody's thinking that Shador will drop to about somewhere between 3 and 5. See what I'm saying? I don't think that's what they're saying. Listen, I'm in Memphis. We have a tremendous rainstorm going on, so there's thunder out there. I don't know if y'all just heard that, but if my power go out, you know why. So I just say now, if it goes out, I'll see you guys again after, maybe not after the game, but maybe Monday, something like that. I just said that now. Just heard some serious thunder. We got a real bad storm going on here now. Interesting about that. Very interesting. They ain't got nothing to do with Cowboys, but I wanted to say that because Cowboys want to link Deion Sanders to the head coaching job. I just don't. I think he's setting this thing up, man, to see if some kind of way, since Shiloh is projected to go in the 7th round, I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders get both of the Sanders boys in Vegas, setting up the stage that next year will be Deion's last year at Colorado, and whoever the coach is there, then maybe that might make them keep the coach that's there now, and then bring Deion in next year so he can be with his sons, which is what he wants anyway. And everybody know that. It's been that way since they were playing, Pop Warner ball. It's been that way since they were playing in high school. Been that way, obviously, since they've been in college. There's never been a game that Deion Sanders did not coach Shador. And in turn, well, I ain't gonna say Shiloh. Shiloh was at South Carolina for a year or so. So he's been without his daddy, but Shador has never been without his father as head coach. That means something. That's just what I'm saying. That's just my personal opinion, but it may not be that way. I think it makes sense. But I agree with Talib. If he came with the Cowboys, Jerry Jones would have saved that announcement until Super Bowl week, and it would take over the Super Bowl. If Deion Sanders became the head coach of the Cowboys, it would take over the Super Bowl. No doubt about it. He would dominate the press. That's a Jerry Jones type move too. That's something that he would do. He would. Guys that were planted there, that were ready to report from the Super Bowl, will catch a flight to Dallas, Texas, Arlington, Texas, to be at their press conference while the Super Bowl, they'll miss Super Bowl week, media week, just because of that. Serious. That's how powerful it would be. The Cowboys would be non-stop talk this whole offseason. Can Deion, y'all know how it is. Look how much they talk about us now. Look how much they talk about us now. Come on now. You add a Deion Sanders to this mix, oh my God. Man, we'll be begging for football. You think that the Cowboys now are making so much money now? You throw a Deion Sanders to this thing, oh my God. You talking about it, my goodness. You know what I mean? 1 year. Sell out. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you how bad it would be. All these, look, the ticket price is going up for all of us that have been to Cowboy games. We know how much it costs, especially when you're taking your family with you. Oh my God. Better have your ducks in a row. You know, when your ticket alone, they don't care about no age difference. My little son went with me. Ticket cost just the same amount as mine did. You know, depending on where you sit. And I got up, I was about, I was close to the left side of the end zone. I think I was up 20 rows, so I was on that first level. You talking about $400 tickets. Up to $375 to $450 ticket. And then with me and my wife and him, y'all do the math. Look, y'all know when you go to, you don't live there, you got a house there. You do know you got to stay at a hotel, right? Do the math. I ain't telling y'all where I stayed at. Just saying, it costs. You add a Deion Sanders to this and see how much them ticket prices go up again. Okay? Another thing Deion would do, you know how when people buy Dallas Cowboy tickets, the season ticket holders, and they sell them to the visiting team that come in? That's always been a problem. Guess what? Won't happen to Deion there. Dallas Cowboy fan gonna stack that place out. And then you can really start to get a home field advantage. Then here's the other thing. The most important thing of all. If you get Deion Sanders, there will be guys, free agents particularly, that would want to come to Dallas and play for Deion Sanders. You know that. We wouldn't have no problem. And Deion got enough moxie. Deion has enough cachet to go to Jerry Jones and tell him, I came here to win. I got to have this dude. If you give me this dude, we're gonna get there. If you give me that dude, we're gonna get there. That's the only way Jerry and them gonna spend some money. Man, Deion would clown in there. He would. That's the only way. Now, will it happen? No, I don't even think it's a phone call, to be honest with you. I don't even think it's a phone call that Jerry would make, because he know he ain't gonna get him. But I got a feeling that Tom Brady's gonna make that call. And you'll know that if Shador goes to the Raiders, some kind of way it happens. Look, if Shiloh, his brother, comes to the Raiders later on, but day 3 of the draft or whatever, please understand it's systematic stuff going on. And Deion Sanders will be the coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Can you imagine Deion Sanders in Las Vegas? Oh. One thing, Vegas ain't never got to worry about no money. But can you imagine the prestige that the Raiders already have in that city? And Deion Sanders is the leader of that organization with Tom Brady there too. Oh my God. You're talking about a city that will be on fire. Oh. And that would almost be, and to leave, I don't know if you're still here or not, but man, look. You talking about instant impact. Oh my God. Can you imagine Deion Sanders in Las Vegas, Nevada, with his son as the quarterback and Tom Brady overseeing everything? How many people will want to play in Las Vegas? I mean, it's already a distraction, incredible distraction as it is. And I've been in that place. For those of us that have been to Vegas and you've seen it, and I stayed at the Bellagio, I've stayed at the area. So if you walk down the strip and go down, all the way down to where the MGM Grand is, make that right there. You can't get to the stadium driving from there, from the casinos that's on the strip. You have to walk on the expressway. Now, they block it off during the game. If y'all remember, I went to the Pro Bowl that was in Vegas there a couple of years ago. And you walk over the expressway. That's how you get there. And the expressway leads straight to the game, make a left, and it goes kind of down because the stadium is kind of like in a hole all by itself, a little lower. And you go that way. And that's how you get there. Can you imagine, man, how lit Vegas would be? I mean, Vegas lit anyway. All the celebrities are all is there, all the residencies with the concerts and all that type of stuff. And now you add all the fights that go on at UFC and regular boxing. And now for at least 8 weeks, Deion Sanders will be in Vegas. Shh. Incredible money. Incredible money. It just be crazy. All right. I'm talking non-Cowboy stuff talk, but I only brought that up because a lot of people want Deion to be our head coach. I just can't see it. All right. I'm out. Y'all enjoy the night. Listen, a lot of football on. Speaking of Deion, Colorado plays their bowl game tonight. I'm sure a whole bunch of eyes will be on that as well. The great Travis Hunter plays his last game as a collegiate, and Shador as well. So it's I'll be watching that myself. Great. Then of course tomorrow there's some big games tomorrow. Cowboys gonna hit Philly in the mouth, and we'll be coming on here happy, and we'll talk about it probably on Monday night, 7 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for hanging with your boy. Thank you, Instagram. I see y'all on that. I don't know who it is. That one. Who is that? That one. Is that you, Wyman? Wyman, is that you? Hey, Nanny 368. Type it in, Wyman. Is that you? I don't know if that's you or not. I'm trying to look at this picture. I can't see too good. Yeah, I think that's you, Wyman. If that's you, man, I appreciate you popping on Instagram on there. Thank you to all of you that have joined in on TikTok. PK Strong, I see you. There's been a whole bunch of folks on TikTok. Wow. Hey, y'all. All y'all on TikTok. Appreciate y'all hanging with your boy. Joe says, what time's the Colorado game? I believe it'll be on at 6 Central. So that'll be 7 Eastern. Joe, you in Italy, so I don't know what your time on. I think it's 6 o'clock here. 7 Eastern. So just 6 o'clock is Central for me in Memphis. And then let's just say New York. New York time is 7 o'clock. So I don't know which one you want to go with, but there it is tonight. All right, all y'all, we getting out of here. We appreciate y'all. Thank you, YouTube, Facebook, all of you guys for hanging with me. I'll see you guys probably on Monday, and we'll talk about what we need to talk about. All right, until then, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one more time, the one and the only, the Big Time Show.